Once you are in the IBS Paint, go to where it says Gallery. In the bottom left corner, there should be a plus icon. You're going to press it. Import picture, get the UV map, press cancel. In the bottom, there says a number 1. You go click on it, go to the camera icon, and get the picture that you are using. Then you go to where it says perspective form. Should go like that. Click the check, cancel again. I'm assuming a tad. Then we're going to go to where it says move layer. Nope, wrong thing. Let's go back. I'm going to put the opacity down. Then we go to move layer. And we're going to try our best to line up the eyes. You could use this where it says operation to move it as however you want. Try to line up both eyes as best as you possibly can. Like this. Hold on. Like that. Once you do that, put the opacity up again. Go to where it says add a special layer. Duplicate the picture. I'm going to go ahead and turn the little eye off on this one. Turn down the opacity again. And line up the nose now. Like that. Press the check mark. Put the opacity up. I'm going to go ahead and put layer number 3 under layer number 2. I'm going to turn on the eye again. Go to layer number 3. Go to my eraser. Make sure that the eraser is on airbrush normal. And I'm going to go ahead and erase the nose so I can get the smaller nose that I just did. Like that. Once you do that, you're going to want to merge down the layers together. Then again, we're going to duplicate it once more. Turn this one off. Put the opacity down. And line up the lips. Once you do that, check mark. Opacity up. Put layer number 2 on top. And then you're going to go ahead and erase the lips. Like that. Once you do that, merge both layers down. Put the opacity down to see if it's all lined up, which it is. Great. Now we're going to go ahead and add a layer. Put it under number 2. Go back to number 3. And then we're just going to erase the sides. I turn off the opacity map so I can see better. Sometimes I like to go and use dip sim soft to erase faster. Like this. Just like that. Just delete the hair or anything that's in the way of the face. Anything shadows. Anything dark. We're just trying to have the skin, honestly. Okay, once you do that, we're going to want to go to the tools and go where it says Eyedropper. And we're trying to get the skin that matches best with her. I'm going to go ahead and use that one. Turn off the face, go to layer number 2, and use the bucket to fill up your layer. Turn back the face. And I'm going to go ahead back to eraser and go to the airbrush normal. And just erase it a tad. Okay, once I do that, I'm going to go to Smudge tool. It's also on airbrush normal. I have my opacity a little down and then the size of the brush bigger. And we're just going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and smudge it upwards. like this softly upwards, like a little cheekbone basically, you see? Upwards, same thing down here. Matches the skin, okay, good. Same thing to the forehead. You see how it's a little dark here? I'm gonna go ahead to the erase tool and erase it like that. Go back to the smudge tool and just smudge it out. Now, one thing, you see how it looks like this? One thing I do, I go to the eyedropper, try to get the color of it. Make sure you're on the brush and just tap, 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 tap to match the skin, so we don't waste our time here smudging it out and getting the darker colors. Just like that. Then we go back to the smudge tool and smudge it out as best as you can. Tap it, smudge it, anything honestly. Erase tool, like that. Okay, back to the smudge. Honestly, you just gotta play around with it. It's not gonna come out as best, but once you get the hang of it, I promise you it's pretty easy and it doesn't sound as hard. So I'm gonna just focus on that one side of the face. So I'm done with that face, the side of one face, because it's better. The eyebrow looks way better than the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate the layer. And where it says flip it, well, it doesn't say flip it. I'm gonna just go ahead and flip it. And go to the erase tool. And just erase this side, so I can match with the other side of the face. Like this. Perfect. Okay. Then I'll go to layer number 3 and erase this bottom layer a little. Oh, okay. Oh, wrong one. Go back. Layer number 3. It should look like something like this. Once you do that, go to back to layer number 4 and merge them down. Smudge tool. And just smudge it out. Try to fix it a bit as best as you can. And it should look like this. Make sure that you merge it down to the skin layer. Turn on the opacity map. Make sure it's still in there. And it is. Now I'm going to show you a few apps that I use to enhance the face. I'll go ahead and save as PNG. Let's go to Remini. It clears up the face instead of it looking blurry. So we just wait for that. See the difference? This side is blurrier than the other one. Perfect. You save it. I also use Facetune, which I definitely recommend because of this. You can go to where it says face, and you can make the eyes a whole lot bigger if you like. You know, move it up and down, nose, eyebrows, skinny, thick, medium. You can even lift them, shape them, tilt. Y'all get the point. Same thing with the lips. Definitely recommend it. Now let's go upload it on the PC and see how it looks. Okay, so once you're on PC, obviously you're gonna need to save the template that you sent from your phone to your email. Go into your email,
save it, name it under whatever. Once you're that, you could click on the link that I sent you. You could derive from me, or you could derive from the original creator. Um, if you derive from the original creator, you're gonna have to make your own opacity map, and that's about it. But if you derive from me, I already have an opacity map set for you and everything off how I do it, which I'm gonna show you. So if you derive from me, it's gonna look like this. The opacity map is already gonna be on it. The lashes are gonna be override and all that. If you derive from from Cloud Dust, you're gonna have to put your own opacity map, take out the eyebrows, lashes, and all that, whichever you guys prefer. So I'm gonna go ahead and use mine, of course. And all I have to go is to number 1, go to texture, and upload the head that we just made. Apply changes, and this is how it looks. I recommend buying this thing. It's called display head, just to focus on the head itself. But this is how it looks. I'm gonna go ahead and add a skin that I think matches or something. I'm gonna leave it that, a little clothing, change the hair up a bit. Let's put her in some braids or something. Okay, let her look up. This is how she's looking. I think she looks great. Of course, if it doesn't always end up looking your best, you could fix it by the opacity map. Other than that, you should have your first mesh head by making it on mobile. It's really easy instead of having to use Photoshop or GIMP or any app that you may use. As far as making your own opacity maps, I can't help you guys with that, but there is a lot of creators that do sell them. Not a lot of them don't really sell them for credit, so I really don't know, but most of them do sell them as Cash App or PayPal. Will probably charge you like $5, $10, depending who it is. You know, people are different. But I hope this video did help you. Guys have any questions, you can always message me.